There's a group mob. It's like liberal Nazis.
There goes Kanye West again. Kanye West visited, of all people, Tucker Carlson on his segment last Thursday. And in that segment, he decided to call liberals Nazis for expressing disinterest or discomfort with Kanye West's White Lives Matter t-shirt. For some reason, on Tucker Carlson's program, Kanye West decided it'd be best to attack and defame particularly black women in their anger and response to his fashion choice.
Them having this black girl comment and say, well, I felt traumatized when I saw this t-shirt. It's like this is a black girl saying, I felt traumatized when I saw a black man wearing something that he wasn't allowed to wear.
Now, setting aside the fact that it's crazy to think that anyone would be mad at someone wearing a White Lives Matter t-shirt, I think it's interesting that Kanye West then chooses to pick on his friend Lizzo and her message of fat liberation.
Now let's talk about Gabby and my good friend Lizzo. Lizzo works with my trainer, a friend of mine, Harley Pasternak. When Lizzo loses 10 pounds and announces it, the bots, that's a term for people like, it's like telemarketer callers, like on Instagram, they attack her for losing weight because the media wants to put out a perception that being overweight is the new goal when it's actually unhealthy. Yes. Let's get aside the fact of whether it's fashion and Vogue, which is not. Let's just, or if someone thinks it's attractive, to each his own. It's actually clinically unhealthy.
I think this example is super indicative of the ways that society likes to manage fat bodies, and especially fat black women. All right, I'm gonna put the camera down for this. Basically, my issue is that Lizzo's entire repertoire, entire career has been built on developing an image of self-love and self-worth. All she's ever done is promoted relentless joy and a celebration of body diversity and of all different types of women, especially black women. And what I think is super interesting is when Lizzo gets brought up in these conversations is that there's a sort of innate vitriol that comes with confronting Lizzo's message of radical self-acceptance. That somehow is a danger or an attack on the status quo, on a very skinny and white status quo. And putting aside all of Kanye West's and Tucker Carlson's nonsense, what I think this really points to is just unresolved hatred or policing of fat people's bodies. We don't know what people eat. We don't know how people exercise their bodies, how people engage with their own bodies. We do know a lot about Lizzo's journey because she's been able to share that with us on social media, using platforms like TikTok and Instagram to share how one can be healthy and in a fat body.
And for people to promote that, it's demonic. You know.
What, can I ask? Yeah. I've noticed this also.
Yeah.
Why do you think they would want to promote unhealthiness among the population?
It's a genocide of the black race. They want to kill us in any way they can.
And for Kanye West to somehow phrase that as an attack or some sort of plot to diminish the black race really undermines a huge population of that group that doesn't exist in this normative, thin framework. And maybe Kanye West should think about why he's on Tucker Carlson's show. You know, the Fox News contributor. Yeah, we know about that. But anyways, make sure to follow down at Rebel HQ, follow my Instagram, and eat that extra chicken nugget. You deserve it, babe.